Hello everyone. If you would, allow me to begin this video with a story. I was sitting at my kitchen table with my pen and paper about to draw. Initially, I stopped myself because this time I was not working with a photo reference. Most of my works, I feel safe with having a reference, having it grid out, having my sheet of paper grid out so that I can mathematically place the perfect proportions. It was now the time to get out of that autopilot to create something. Sitting alone in silence, away from the hustling of earning and becoming, invisible wall that gets thrusted into my mind. It's preventing me from fully dancing with my hands. I start to think about my responsibilities and what else I need to do. How creating something like this is selfish. I start to fear the potential of my pen and paper. I get so agitated about the idea of originality. Shouldn't I be doing something else? Shouldn't I be having fun? Shouldn't I be at least putting down something? I'm so afraid of this white blank piece of paper. What if when I unleash this wall, or I just go, what if the creative juices in my brain is similar to brown and green sewage and my paper is white concrete that the sewage is about to poop on? So then I considered, let's just go back to a photo reference. Let's do something safe here. Something in my soul just knew that did not feel right. It was time for it to fully express itself without any handicap, without codependence. So I just went for it. I focused on my pen and paper. I drew my first stroke. I tried to get a flow with my curves and lines. And then I get this ache in the back of my head, cringing. I got my pen and just kept going. Just kept drawing, ignoring the aches and the areas where my flow is perceived to be quite grotesque. But now is the time to play and not live in regret. I trusted my brain for the fundamentals. I trusted my body to produce the quantity. I trusted my soul to produce the quality. Your painting may be very unpleasant. Your painting may end up being absolutely Picasso or mildly unpleasant and uncanny. This kid doesn't want to be punished for playing and wants to be guided through this experience. And you are with this child. You are with this child within yourself. So now is the time to play. In this video, I'll be your guide to unblock this wall, to utilize your intuition to make a masterful painting that is yours. And then to exert that sludge, river water of unicorn pee, which I think would be a good thing, onto your canvas. This painting here was made in 7th grade. So I honor you. I'll start with my base layer of white paint. Now when it comes to your canvases, it is good to do a white coating with your paint. This will allow your paint to apply better to your canvas and it's good for layering. So once your canvas is prepped, we will now work on prepping our minds. Let's do this. How are you, sir? Fantastic. After those activities, have something hydrating like a cucumber, celery, berries. I had some blueberries. Before I ate those blueberries, have the intention, this is going to make me more creative. I am an artist. You will feel alive. So let's talk materials. One thing about intuitive painting, sometimes you may get anxious about using your nice materials because traditional art can be quite expensive. Going to a dollar store or a Dollar General to pick up a bigger bottle of these cheap paints, you'll allow yourself to not hold yourself back. I have these oil pastels. I got some gouache and a spray bottle for water, and also my brushes. Let's play a little bit with the concept of brushes though. Perfect. Perfect. So after your walk, qigong, push-ups, sit-ups, back flips, front flips, you get that vital energy from that food. That energy gets stored into the brain to exert your creative fluids respectfully splonge it onto the canvas here. So, yep. We have our tools. How to make grass whistle. I see.
Hi there, it's Janine, or Janine Jumping Bean.
Okay, this is not working. I did that for like 5 minutes. If you feel intimidated by your materials, something you may also want to do is to play with your materials onto your sketch that you had. Diluting it can help your paints blend. Personally, I like to stick with lighter colors because I can always add on more depth with darker colors. So shadows, that is affordable to be able to add in darker colors. Light on dark, it's not very vibrant. So, and just painting it on without thinking much. Let me pull you closer so you can hear me. To just get a gradient. Worrying about the small details and the direction you're going at first, rather than feeling the flow with intuitive painting, can feel overwhelming. So worrying about that, just feel comfortable with it, get more attuned with it, and just focus on getting a nice gradient. Again, it's your painting. Do whatever you please. So the paints from the original painting is getting picked up by these paints when it's very wet, and that would frustrate me if I wasn't playing around. But we're playing around, so that's not gonna frustrate me. Actually, could make something really cool. Like this is a cool gradient. But you got to remember, my friend, for your own well-being, you are playing around. And it's up to you to deem it as a failure or not. So keep going and see where it goes. It is now the third day. We're back at it again. We're gonna work on this painting. And we're gonna get this cat out of the way because he likes to drink my paint water and annihilate my wrists. Right, buddy? Ow, ow. Dude, this is on camera. I'll report you. My camera overheated. What's the purpose of painting? While you're painting, you may wonder, what's the point? Why am I doing this? How's this benefiting anybody? When you think of war and destruction, what is the absolute opposite? Well, that is creativity. So spreading this love that it's okay to take the time to be creative and do something that's not just left brain material and helps us become more intelligent, emotionally intelligent, more aware of our surroundings. It's a healing art and it heals the world. If you're healing, the world is also healing. So keep following what lights you up. A stroke here and there may feel unsettling. Make that bad stroke get stuck in your flow. Rumination, the cloud of rumination thoughts may start to be present, which creates overthinking. You're a child, and a child does not need to overthink. They just need to play. So let's not stifle that energy. Right now, I am guilty. Remember, it looks bad before it looks good. Starting out with big blocks of shapes, like I'm doing here with this big brush, I'm limiting my palette, so just primary colors, and I'm limiting my tools in the beginning. I'm here taking a step back and seeing what I I could play with. So the general direction of where my brain is going. I like leaving room for ugly colors, more brown colors mixed with the red, yellows, and blues to get me the advantage to place my saturated colors to where I would like my focal points. This will bring more attraction to where I would like the viewer's eyes to be at. Take a step back and stretch. I like to keep my body straight and raise my arms, move back as far as I can. Getting some bodily movements can move your focus out of your head and more throughout your entire body. You can use muscle memory to apply to your art. You can learn a lot from that sort of, with that sort of direction. Painting, ask yourself, what kind of vibe am I getting from this? How am I feeling while I'm painting it? What kind of expression? Why did I use certain colors, certain textures in certain areas? So for me, how I'm interpreting this painting is that there's a lot of chaos and danger consuming her mind. She feels weary and exhausted. She's shedding off things, is holding her back. She's taking a breath. She may not be realizing it, and she is still holding something that's very important to her. It's good to notice what parts of the painting feel stifled. So if it feels stifled, you probably have like a little bit too much detail. And a good way to balance it out is to see the areas that could be smoothed out with less detail. With acrylics, you can smooth that out by wetting your brush, blending all the colors together. A painting is never complete. You just stop. There's always going to be something to add. If you give this technique a try, I would love to check it out. Intuitive painting is so much fun, especially if you're with a group of people. I haven't done that yet, but just to see what people would naturally come up with without judgment, without restrictions, it's really healing and revealing. It gets rid of the surface level thinking and analytical thought. Just play, fun, realness, truth. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be posting more. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope this video was helpful as well. If you have any advice for other people who are struggling with expressing themselves, or if you have any gripes that you need advice on, comment below and we'll help each other out as a community. Thank you for watching. I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.